Well, good evening. It's Wednesday night and a special basketball playoff extra Final Four hoops tip-off tomorrow for 5 Mid-Missouri teams. First, though, Class 4 and 5 Sweet 16 games tonight, including a couple overtime thrillers. Class 5 sectionals at Camdenton High School featuring the #1 ranked Hickman Cupies. David Johnson's Cupes coming off that district championship win over Rockbridge. This was supposed to be easy. Cupes leading Washington with Cecil Williams inside early. Watch the block on one end, transition, Mason Murray to Chris Clark, back to Murray, three-point play, but Washington playing a tough zone defense. Hickman led just 24-22 at the half. Blue Jays hit 2 quick threes to start the second half, taking a 4-point lead. Cupes didn't have many open looks, but here's one of them in the fourth quarter. Mason Murray's three puts Hickman up by 4. Jimmy Witt drives later. Cupies still up 4. Witt with 15 points on the night, but Washington with a minute and a half to go in regulation. Luke Shepper hits the three. Blue Jays hit a free throw. Shepper with 25 points. They went to overtime, tied at 41. Hickman, Cecil Williams, big stick back and one. Cupes in the lead. Hickman would go on top to stay, and they survive a major scare. #1 Hickman escapes with a 53-49 overtime win in sectionals. They are moving on in the state playoffs.
You know, the thing I was really proud about the boys, they grinded it out, they fought, and we found a way to win. That's one thing about this team. They know how to win basketball games and finish, and obviously they did that tonight.
So the top-ranked Cupes advance to the state quarterfinals Saturday in Springfield. They'll play Kickapoo. The Chiefs beat Willard by 1 point on a last-second free throw, 31-30. So it's Hickman and Kickapoo Saturday at Drury University. Defending state champion Rockbridge. The Lady Bruins also on the court in Camdenton tonight for a sectional game with Waynesville. No overtime needed here. Chayla Chadle, 18 points for the Bruins. Big night for Sophie Cunningham. The sophomore guard will lay it in. Nice pass from Sierra Porter. Russ Bear and Will Pelagic doing the writing and the radio tonight up top. Cunningham from three-point land. Rockbridge way too much for Waynesville. Sophie with 24 points on the night. Running clock through the fourth quarter. Rockbridge rolls to a 63-32 win over Waynesville, setting up a state quarterfinal match with Nixa Saturday nights at Drury in Springfield. A great basketball tradition in Mexico. The Bulldogs making a 29th state playoff appearance. Only a few schools have more, like De Smet, Scott County Central, to name a few. Class 4 sectionals at Troy tonight. Brennan Scanlon's 23-3. Bulldogs taking on 21-2 Duchesne. John Anderson outside hits the three to start the scoring for the Dogs. Jake Willer, this guy can shoot. Three-pointer, this game going back and forth in the first half. Clay Stoltz from Duchesne hits the layup. Pioneers up 26-23 at halftime. Third quarter, Bulldogs coming out strong. Jayon Nunley drives in for the layup. Mexico on top at the buzzer. Third quarter, Jake Anderson hits the three. Mexico had a seemingly comfortable lead, 38-29 going to the fourth quarter, but Duchesne crawls back into the game. Stoltz hits the three-pointer with 5 seconds left. It sends the game to overtime. Nunley scores the first bucket for the Bulldogs, and Mexico would not look back in overtime. They win a thriller, 56-52. Brennan Scanlon hugs all around. You're moving on.
A lot of credit to Duchesne. You know, they hit that shot to take it into overtime. Our guys could have laid down. They fought back. Come here. One of the best players in the state right here. Right here, Jake Willis.
It's your time.
He's a heck of a player, but so proud of my team. I don't know what to say.
Well, you're still practicing, Brennan. Great job. That was Jake Willard, one of the best in the state. They will play Normandy Saturday in St. Charles, Francis Howell Central High School, 1 p.m. Wow, what a win for Mexico. The Show Me Showdown opens tomorrow at Mizzou Arena and the Hearn Center in Columbia. 5 area teams still alive in classes 1, 2, and 3. A Final Four preview coming up next on our Basketball Playoff Extra. Welcome back. The Fatima Comets are back in the state Final Four for the first time since 1996. Head coach Ryan Robertson played on that team. This year's Comet team has already set a new school record with 28 victories. They'd like to add 2 more. That would mean a first ever basketball state championship for the Westphalia school.
you know, we had certain goals that we wanted to accomplish, and the record just kind of came along with it. But, you know, they've showed up every day, and their energy has been so good along this way, and they've worked, and I think that's been the difference.
It's real exciting because we worked 4 years to get here, and now that we're finally here, it shows that hard work pays off, so it's exciting.
Well, since we made it to the Final Four, that was our first goal. If we're already there, we might as well go for first. I mean, hardest going to win the first one, just go from there.
Yeah, everybody's really excited around the whole school. Everybody's excited about getting out of school Thursday. Go watch us play.
Chad Stegman and Fatima, they'll open up Final Four action at Mizzou Arena tomorrow afternoon, 1:40 start against St. Pius X from Kansas City. Class 3 girls basketball tomorrow. The St. James Lady Tigers hope to continue a great season. St. James is 25-4. They will take on Cameron 5 o'clock tomorrow in the state semifinals at Mizzou Arena. Take a drive around Iberia, Missouri. You know it's a special time. The Rangers basketball team is in the Final Four for the first time in 45 years, 1968. About every business in town is supporting Iberia High School with signs and banners. As for the team, they can't wait to get to Mizzou Arena tomorrow night, where they will play in the Class 2 state semifinals.
It's really a dream come true, really, if you ask me. I didn't really plan on being here, to be honest with you, but just enjoying the ride, really.
It's so exciting right now. Never just dreamed of being in the Final Four, being going to state, you know.
It's been a great year. It's been really fun. I'm just glad we got to do this team. It's just once in a lifetime chance.
The late game tomorrow night. 27-3 Iberia will face 29-0 West Platte, scheduled for 8:40. On the other side of the Class 2 boys bracket, the Salisbury Panthers, they're back in the Final Four. Salisbury 28-1. They're coming off their only loss. Southern Boone earlier this season, that was their only loss. The Panthers will play Oran tomorrow night, 6:40 inside Mizzou Arena. Talk about community support. If you've been around Chamois, you know about the Lady Pirates' first ever trip to the Final Four. Another strong season for Marty Gerloff's team, 21-7, playing a very tough schedule against almost all bigger schools. There won't be anyone left in Chamois tomorrow. The whole town is expected to make the trip to Columbia for the Show Me Showdown.
As this team, we get out there and we work hard every single practice, every game, and that really makes for a difference. I mean, we play with so much heart, we just don't stop, and that's awesome to have in a team.
It's been unbelievable. It's been our whole entire dream in this past 2 years, and it's been outrageous.
We're not settling for just getting to the Final Four. We want to be standing there with the championship, no doubt.
Chamois will take on Mercer tomorrow night. Late game scheduled for 8:20 at the Hearn Center. We'll have expanded highlights tomorrow night on another playoff extra. And Tom Leffler spent about 30 years covering this state basketball tournament. Check out Tom's Final Four thoughts at connectmidmissouri.com at Leffler's link. Central Bank of the Team of the Night honors, also a Pizza Hut delivery, and watch this, they shoveled out for baseball. Home opener for Mizzou coming up. Big win for Mizzou basketball last night, beating Mike Anderson in Arkansas on to Tennessee Saturday. Meanwhile, the Tiger baseball team, that's right, baseball, opening the home season today against Eastern Michigan, shoveled the snow off Simmons Field, and they played two. Tiger scored on a sac fly in the fifth of the opener. The only run of the game, Jace James started for Missouri, going 6 innings, 5 strikeouts. Mizzou wins it 1-0. They win the nightcap 7-1. Back to high school hoops. Best pass of the night from our state playoff coverage. Here it is, Pizza Hut delivery of the night. That great play for Hickman. Jimmy with the block. Mason Murray, Chris Clark back and forth. Our Pizza Hut delivery of the night. Central Bank Team of the Night honors go to the Hickman Cupies. They didn't hit a lot of shots, but they survived and advanced, and that's what you got to do this time of year. Amidst all the basketball, it's Wednesday night. That means Rod's Big Old Fish, brought to you by Mid-America Bank. Here is Brock Laws, a retired University of Missouri Extension 4-H specialist who enjoyed some February fishing, landing a pair of nice bass, each weighing about 5 pounds each. Good enough for Rod's Big Old Fish. That is it for a basketball extra. We'll have more tomorrow night. Enjoy the night. We'll see you tomorrow.